I suggest a full frontal assault with automated laser monkeys, scalpel mines, and acid.
Oh, look, here's a lost group of people standing here. Do you get those at the Carbonic Chandelier store?
Ooh, I need to change my socks.
Hi, welcome back to Comedy Parenting Radio. My name's Jerry, and this is the show that gives you more mud pies in your shopping cart than any other program out there. And we've got Courtney in the studio. This is going to be pretty cool. Hi, Courtney.
Hello. It's going to be awesome.
It is, and we're going to be right back, so sit tight.
Are you stuck with a bratty little kid for the rest of the day? Maybe it's your grandkid, your neighbor's kid, or your own little brat because your spouse is a lousy parent. In any event, you can save yourself a big headache if you give them a copy of Dad the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come to look at. The funny pictures and big vocabulary will keep them busy for hours and hours while you sit on the couch and check your Facebook account. If you're looking for some peace and quiet, order your copy of Dad the Tooth Fairy Didn't Come from Amazon today.
You're listening to Comedy Parenting Radio.
Just get lost.
Okay, we're back with Comedy Parenting Radio. Got Courtney up here in the studio. And Courtney, how you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Now, you were working today, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
It just so happens that today's show is about Cave Girl Courtney.
Ooh.
You're the star of the show.
Yay.
So you are a what?
I am a tour guide.
What type of a tour guide?
I am a cave tour guide up at the Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park.
Where's that located, by the way?
In Glenwood Springs, Colorado.
Shameless plug for your place, huh?
Yep.
You're just trying to get more people on your tour.
Awesome tours, gotta say.
There we go. And you've been a cave tour guide for just this season, right?
Yep. Just about, I think today was my 6th day of cave tour guiding.
6th day of cave tour guiding. Tell me a little bit about the cave.
Well, the cave is, it's a cave. It's got really awesome formations, some awesome people.
You keep people in the cave? Isn't that kind of creepy?
Yeah. We have different things living in our cave, one of which is the Homo sapiens. You see them more than any other kind of cave animal. You can always tell who the leader of the Homo sapiens are because they have the ceremonial garb and sticks of light.
Sticks of light?
Yeah.
We're talking like lumens?
Yes.
Ooh. So those are the leaders of the Homo sapiens in the cave.
Yes.
Wow. So when you do tours, how many people go on these tours? Is this like a 1 or 2 or 10 people? Or?
Well, it depends because we have 2 caves that we do 2 different tours in, and one of them is only 20 people. The other one is 25. That's the max number of people that you can have on a tour.
Do you have to carry a map when you do a tour?
If you're new, yes.
Like, what would happen if you got lost in the cave with a group of people? Do you have any kind of plan for getting them out?
You probably stand there till the next tour comes.
Oh, look, here's a lost group of people standing here. Yes. They look kind of hungry. Don't look them directly in the eyes.
They've been there for 3 weeks now.
Have you ever lost a person on a tour?
I don't believe so.
Have you ever picked up anybody on a tour that was lost from another tour?
I don't think so, but I have had it where people in my tour just walk out at random times.
What do you mean just walk out?
Or they walk ahead of me in one of the caves where I have them walk ahead of me because they have to shut off the lights behind them all. I tell them to...
Whoa. You shut off lights in the cave?
Yes.
Isn't that just a little scary?
Yes. I've actually had people be creeped out on my last tour today.
Why do you shut the lights off?
So that when the next crew comes in, it surprises them because the lights they turn off and on, and
I would not be surprised to see a dark cave.
No, you wouldn't? What happens is the lights turn on and you see something incredibly spectacular, though.
Oh, that's what I like in caves, is when they flick the lights on, you see cool things. Do you have anything like that in there that's fun to see when you flip the lights on?
Yes, it's called King's Row. It's the most highly decorated room in all of Colorado.
You mean it has like garlands and twisty ties and balloons?
It has a chandelier in it.
A glass chandelier?
Carbonic chandelier?
Carbonic chandelier? Do you get those at the carbonic chandelier store?
Yes. Where else would you get them?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think they sell them at Lowe's.
How big is the chandelier?
I don't know.
Well, is it like bigger than a basketball? Or?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
It's fairly decently sized,
and what
actually.
kind of electricity is in the chandelier?
Electrons. Electrons are the electricity in the chandelier.
Are you trying to say it's a formation?
Yes, I am.
That's where you are with the carbonic thing?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, you're listening to Comedy Parenting Radio, Cave Girl Courtney. We're going to be right back.
I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call.
Speak up, because you can. Your mind is a powerful tool, and so is your freedom of speech. So use it. It's what separates you from being a number to being an individual. Thoughts, beliefs, opinions, creativity. It's what makes you, you. Stand proud and say it loud. Know your rights. Know your freedom to speak. This message is brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters, Education Foundation, and the Broadcast Education Association.
And they always ask me, are you aware of how fast you were going? Well, yeah, I got a speedometer right in front of me. Came with the car. The only thing I was unaware of is where you were sitting.
Ooh, I need to change my socks.
Do the people in the cave know that you need to change your socks?
I don't think so. I wear
if they're like
boots.
downwind from you or something like that?
There is no wind in the caves.
Don't tell me that, because there's a cave called Cave of the Winds.
Well, this isn't the Cave of the Winds.
Cave of the Stagnant Air.
Yes,
wow,
stagnant air.
Do many people pass out in that cave?
We've had people faint. That's not really
they
pass
faint,
out,
but they don't pass out.
Isn't that kind of the same thing, though?
Why do they faint, other than your socks? Okay, folks, we're going to go to this room, and some of you are going to faint in this little tight little room when I take my shoes off.
That's what happens when you wear leather hiking boots all day.
Right.
Enough about my stinking feet.
You're the one that brought up the subject. I was not going to say, so do your feet stink in the cave? You know?
I didn't think
Does
you were
anything else
recording.
ever stink in the cave? Just now that we're at it.
Well, the cave itself stinks. It has a nice musty smell because of the it's 90% humidity, and it's pretty damp in that cave, so it smells like my grandma's basement.
So how long do your tours last?
40 minutes. I run like a Swiss train, so they are 40 minutes.
Oh, a Swiss train.
Yes.
Unless someone falls in an acid pit?
Unless somebody falls in the acid pit, yeah. Then we might be more like 35 minutes because we go out and ask the MOD to come down.
Do you ever take DNA samples before the tour?
Yes, actually, when everybody touches the rocks.
Oh, or here, let me swab the inside of your mouth there and put it in the case for today's tour, huh?
Yes.
Now, are there any like timing issues in caves? Because in tours, a lot of times you have, like bus tours. All right, everybody, get back on the bus. We got to go. You ever have that kind of issue?
Lots of times, especially during the summertime when it's very busy and you're taking 25 people through the cave every 20 minutes. And you bump into each other in...
Wait, let me think. 25 people every 20 minutes, 40-minute tour. I'm not quite following this.
Yeah, you bump into people a ton. Like, you bump into them.
Like belly bumps in the cave or what?
You could if you want to. Or
This
the
is
most
getting
common,
a little weird on it. Folks, we're going to belly bump that tour when we go by them, right?
Yes. Don't bounce back down the stair steps, please.
No, so the timing is with what other tour groups?
With the tour groups ahead and behind you, literally sometimes you can have it. There's a tour group coming into the caves, a tour group coming out of the caves, and a tour group down in the bottom of the caves.
What do you mean the bottom of the cave? That sounds bad.
The bottom of the caves.
Like deep in the bowels of the earth?
Deep, 5 stories down.
What's down in there?
The most highly decorated room in all
we're
of
back
Colorado.
to the balloon room again. Okay.
Yes, the balloon room.
Cool. Okay, so sometimes you have problems running into other tours. Do the tour guides ever have like banter or talk when they pass?
Yes, lots of it. They try to make themselves look good in front of their tour group. So it most always turns out that none of the tour guides look good. They're just sounding really stupid.
Do you have to bend over or crawl on this tour?
No, it's all walking.
Just walk.
If you don't mind, 25, sorry, they took out 2 steps. 125
You have to jump over 2 steps in a cave? This sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's a large gap. If you can find where the large gap is.
It sounds like insurance issues to me or legal issues with the steps missing.
Yeah, I think they took out 2 steps. I don't remember. I'm too tired. Yesterday I was so incredibly tired, I literally walked into the glass door up at the gift shop, stood there pushing on it for like 30 seconds, even though it was a pull door. Like you're supposed to pull it open. I just stood there for 30 seconds. I was so tired just pushing away.
Do people kind of look at that and say, yep, that's our cave tour guide right there. That's why we didn't tip her.
I hope not.
Do you ever run into the tourists in other parts of the park or anywhere?
Yeah, actually. And sometimes I run into tourists that I had on my tour the day before.
Oh, really?
And it's like,
they came back for more punishment.
Yes, I know you. Especially, I recognized if they have something out of the ordinary, like gold rimmed glasses or something like that.
Right, or the kids are riding on a mule or something.
Yeah.
Okay, you're listening to Comedy Parenting Radio. We're talking with Cave Girl Courtney, and we'll be back in just a minute with more creepy stuff.
Captain, I must inform you, you're listening to Comedy Parenting Radio.
We need a miracle. It's very important.
Sir, the attitude is not going to speed things up any bit at all.
Courtney.
Yeah.
Does it ever get creepy in the cave?
Yes, very creepy.
Like in what way?
Like, well, there are a couple of things. One of which, on my very first day that I was doing tour guide training, I was shadowing my boss, Kathy.
What does that mean to shadow a boss?
Shadow, it's when you follow them on their cave tour and see what they do with different people, how they time the stuff, what they say at different parts, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So you're shadowing Kathy.
I was shadowing Kathy. It was the last tour of the day. It was a very slow day. It was the last tour of the day, and we were almost about to leave because the tours were. It didn't seem like anybody was going to show up for the last tour, and then we had a couple come on our tour. The lady, she just stood there and stared at the rock wall and said, "That is so fascinating," and everything was either skull or a body or something like that, any formations or anything like that, or just 2 eye sockets. She's like, "Oh, look at those 2 holes. There's 2 eye sockets. Something's peeking out at us."
Did you and Kathy ever just kind of start looking at each other, kind of start looking around behind you and all that?
I don't know if Kathy did, but I certainly did.
Oh, you've been listening to Comedy Parenting Radio. We had Cave Girl Courtney in here. She's a cave tour guide at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park in Glenwood Springs, Colorado.
It's awesome.
Courtney, thanks for coming out here tonight on the show.
It was fun.
And Courtney, when you go,
yeah,
would you take that rock that looks like a skull with you?
No, you can keep it here. Just fine.
I'm chucking it out the door. Bye-bye.
If you were waiting for the opportune moment,
That was it.